I feel like a lot of America needs to learn how to use modern. I mean, not modern. They need to learn how to use natural medicine
Holistic.
because there was this
You gotta
lady.
tell that to Pfizer.
There was
Yeah,
this lady that told.
yeah. Big Pharma's not gonna let you push that narrative, yo. They're gonna shut you down if you try to sell some natural shit.
Tell that to Pfizer.
Pfizer's
There was
gonna be
a
like,
lady.
all right, I'm gonna put all the money I want, all the money I have, which is them motherfuckers got trillions of dollars, yo. We're gonna put all our money we have into shutting that person up, yo.
Until Pfizer owns all the natural holistic things and all these big pharmaceutical companies, Lou, reality is the pharmaceutical
Who's
company,
Visor?
Pfizer is like a
One of the big
pill
pharmaceuticals.
pharmaceutical company. It's a
Yeah,
big pharmaceutical company. And like that's where the money is right now.
probably the number one, right? Pfizer.
Yeah, I would say number one. They up there.
Okay, so
It's a few others that
this
are up
lady, this Haitian lady, I'm not sure if she was really serious or if she was just saying it for clout. I can't really tell, but she claimed that she had the coronavirus, and she said it was serious. She was expressing how she felt, and then she said that all they do is give you all of this medicine that doesn't work. But once her mom made turmeric, lemon, honey, ginger,
Ginger.
and some spice. She took it and all her symptoms was like fading away. And then
Ginger's
she
real,
just,
yo.
huh?
Ginger's real.
Ginger's real, turmeric.
Turmeric is real too.
Yo, you ever take
Speaking
ginger
of
shots?
turmeric, you gotta give mom the bottle I gave
I
you.
got you. You're still in my car.
Yo, next time you feel sick, go to Whole Foods and get a ginger shot for $3. Yo, that shit is fucking real.
Wait, y'all just said ginger. Hold on.
Yeah,
Ginger shots will knock that shit right out.
That's a fact.
Ginger's.
I believe that's a fact.
Yeah, I've never been on turmeric. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. But
Ginger,
I'm gonna try it.
garlic, cayenne, lemons, shit like that. Turmeric, oof, get things done.
Garlic. I heard garlic is super like good for you too.
I mean, this joint is just sad. It got people scared. Mom house smelled like onion house. She had like 6 onions out. I thought she was cooking. She was like, no, just to kill the joint.
Onions? I don't know about onions. Onions is strong smell. I don't know if that shit actually like heals, but I know garlic, ginger. I've been hearing about turmeric. You remember coleslaw?
Mm-hmm.
It's called soursop.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one too.
Mom just gave me coleslaw tea.
Yeah, soursop is really good. It's like anti everything, yeah.
Yeah.
So soursop, and then one other thing I've been hearing about lately is this thing called sea moss.
Yeah, sea moss is crazy.
Sea moss is another one. So there's a lot of natural shit out there. It's just like people. I feel like it just needs to be a little more organized. I feel like that's the problem with the natural remedy world. They're not organized enough, and even bigger is they don't have enough money, and the big pharmaceuticals are probably gonna kill them if they try to.
I feel like, to be honest,
well, not kill them, but like
the holistic route, when it's not like a sales company like Herbalife's breathing down your neck, it usually is more organized because it's usually more information. I just think, like you said, I think the biggest problem is the funds and marketing and proper, like the competition is the dominant of the world. Their competition dominates every industry.
Yep.
Their competition is the fucking standard of competition. So I feel like it just makes their jobs a little harder.
Yeah, because you remember
everybody is so dependent on industrial information or whatever is the common information out there, and there's nothing common about holistic lifestyle.
Yeah, because the most important thing for business is continued customers, right?
Facts.
So businesses are like, pharmaceuticals are not going to probably press anything that actually heals shit. Like they're going to be like, yo, this doesn't do anything for me. Like if you're healed, that doesn't do anything for me. I need you to at least be hooked to some shit. Yeah. Like, yeah, you can heal this, but it'll make me feel better if it heals you and then you get hooked to it. That way you keep buying it. But if it's some shit like some natural shit that don't hook you and it heals you, they're going to be like, what am I in here for? Like,
I just printed
I'm not here for the short money. I'm here for the long money.
Yeah, and I made 600 pills for you.
Yeah,
We make pills for people just like you. So
yeah, we make pills that it can heal you, but let's put some heroin in that shit too, so you can.
Please don't get off your meds because it's really not going to be good for you because you don't even know what's in here.
Right.
But yeah, you need them. You know.
Yeah.
So
y'all annoying.
I'm telling you, that's how it is.
Try this.
Business is about continued customers. It's not about having temporary customers, yo. That's how business start. We ain't with that temporary customer shit. We need you to keep buying from us. So if this is gonna stop you from buying from us, we don't want it.
So Lou, let me ask you this question. You talked about an independent country. What did you mean by that?
Independent country?
Should United States be an independent country? What did you mean by that?
So according to this particular person that really irritated my life, said that Trump is trying to make, instead of America being global, trying to make it like we do our own stuff. Like we don't need other countries. We don't need to depend on other countries for stuff.
That's not how the world works.
You mean making it more domestic?
Yeah.
I would say
not just domestic, but like not letting a lot of immigrants come. We already know that he not.
I believe
kind of like
what Joe is saying, whereas though that's not how the world works, but a lot of countries do operate on that system where I don't know if it's because America and UK is such powerhouses, and Germany, Russia, and China are such powerhouses that they make their sole purpose is that I need you fully dependent on me for this that I know you can't have. But I don't know if we have those same resources outside of.
I'm gonna tell you a secret right now, and I don't think it's a secret. No thriving country just does their own shit.
True. But
no thriving country. Every country that's thriving, they do world politics very well.
True.
They do very world politics and their world economic footprint is strong. It's not about just sitting here and doing my own shit. That's not how you thrive as a country, because your country's not gonna have everything, yo. The key is to find the key exports, key imports, key exports, so that your country could thrive, because you're not gonna have everything. So that whole making our country independent, that's impossible, bro. Like,
I don't believe in fully independence, but one thing I do notice that Trump talks about, but he gets a lot of flack about, and the only reason I don't give him the most flack is because I feel like everybody's not fully in tune with how strict these other countries are. So the other big powerhouses, they're opposite of us, but at the same time, that's what makes us United States. What makes us United States is that we're a united nation, quote unquote, and that we've been selling this united dream that's starting to get to the point where it's not working anymore. And I don't think it has anything to do with the people, but I think it has more to do with the system. And to enhance our global footprint, as we're so hated so much for the amount of power we already have, we might have to become stricter to gain more leverage as a country. And I mean, as worldwide, and not really making this pertain to Trump, but a lot of these dictators / presidents or whatever you call these people that run these countries, their laws don't really support people just coming into their country and living however you want to live. Smaller countries that don't have control, that may be different, but mid-level and upper echelon countries is not as sweet to just pop in.
I don't think America is, though. Yo, it's hard as fuck to get a visa to come to America for some countries, yo. It is not that easy to come to America. You guys should know. We have family that took them like 15 years to get here.
Yeah, it's relative. You gotta take tests and all that.
You gotta take tests, then you gotta just stay be in this long ass waiting list for 10 years to finally get your visa to come here. You know what I mean? It's not that easy. People saying it's easy. What the part that I feel like people are confusing is,
I think it's our culture.
It's the illegal immigrants part that people are complaining about. As far as, like, you know what I mean? The legal system. Our actual legal system is not like super like letting people in all the time. It's really not. I mean, let's be honest though. It's very selective.
Yeah.
Black countries, he ain't gonna just be coming in. But I'm pretty sure if you're from like fucking Netherlands, you have no problem coming to America.
I have another
If you're
thing.
from Sweden, a country that's like blonde hair, blue eyes, yeah, you probably have no chance. You have no problem coming here. You're probably you sign up today and you get a visa tomorrow. Probably.
I feel like a lot of other countries, their laws are based off of culture, and um, America's laws are not based off of culture at all.
Our culture is not coherent.
Yeah,
Our
like
laws
America's laws is based off of what someone think is right and wrong, and
it's based off of our system.
yeah, like
that's democracy.
their laws are mainly like getting rid of your the word is on the top of my head. Your oh god. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Not your freedom.
Our culture is like a reflection of what
Your
we stand.
but basically, yeah, I just think that like if you like for example Dubai and like India and all that stuff, most of their stuff is based off of religion or culture, their laws.
I see
That's
what you're
why
saying.
they're so
I see what you're saying. They
Yeah,
have
so
a lot of their laws are based off of their religious cult customs. So
right.
their base is their religion or their culture, whereas America's base is not that.
Our
Mm-hmm.
Our base
It's
is.
based off of
I
power
mean,
of politicians.
our base is the Constitution.
yeah, our base is the Constitution. The idea of freedom, that's our base.
Yep.
There ain't no freedom.
This is how you said the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. The idea of freedom and the Constitution.
Yo.
You're right. Whereas a lot of countries, their base is their religion.
Yep.
Or their culture, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you got to understand too, America, we have a kind of a bastardized culture. Our culture is not like
if the government
our
can't
culture is not
have
like
some of your freedom, then you can't be free.
so the whole world.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like that's how it is most of the time. Like if the government can't have like even a ounce of your control of what you do with your freedom, then you can't have that type of freedom. Your freedom out here is limited. The government has to be a part of your freedom. So in reality, you don't have freedom.
The perception of our freedom is a little bit better because at least we're not in a direct
yeah. At least we're not North Korea.
Yeah.
Like
dead.
I'm glad I'm not North Korea or even China. Let's be honest, yo.
And think about women.
Exactly.
Like women in misled youth that feel like they can do whatever they want. Imagine them trying to just fit into a Middle East country that was based off of like everything is based off of Islam. Like,
imagine you see the thing we're talking about with Lil Boosie. Imagine that in an Islamic country, yo. They would have all died. They would have all got shot. It'd be like,
who, the women and the men?
Yes. Everybody. They would have killed all of them. Like, yo, y'all disgracing our like country. Like, y'all.
But they do some really shady stuff behind closed doors, though.
Let me not be ignorant. I'm not gonna say they won't kill.
No, I'm saying like a lot of those countries do a lot of really.
Every country does. America does shady shit.
I'm just saying, like culturally,
everybody does.
That's why it's just like the reality is America ain't the worst country. It's not.
It ain't. It's nowhere near the worst. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've never lived in another country.
Yeah.
And maybe this is basically the media is misleading me, but I can easily say right now that I would not want to live anywhere else. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You feel me? Like,
I might have my comments about the American system and certain shit. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to Black people, but at the same time,
you have the blessing and the freedom to have a comment about it.
Yeah, let's be honest here.
We can speak about it because we're in America.
Exactly.
Hold on.
To a certain extent, I'm pretty sure there's a level you can get to where America even try to take you out.
For sure.
But yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
You know what I mean?
to me, it ain't the worst.
It's nowhere near the
It
worst.
ain't the best. It's not as easy for black people to be like, yo, let's just go back to Africa. Because
Nah,
Africa,
because Africans are not gonna take in black people with open arms. Like, yo, if all black people in America just went to Africa, Africans are gonna start blocking people. I know it.
correct. Because we
Especially as
not,
like, especially as good as I think it seems like Nigeria is kind of doing financially with all of their oil money and all of the business that's there. You know, because it seems like they're doing pretty well. They probably be on some like, yo, we can't take all of y'all niggas.
and it's still a little identity crisis going on over there and over here. So, and it's
Yeah,
not
definitely
coherent.
over here.
Yes.
Before we can do that, we gotta have black people identify with African.
And
A
we
lot of
need
a lot of black people don't identify.
we need Africans identifying with African Americans.
Yes, both. Yeah, both ways. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Both
So
ways.
it's just we would need some coherence there. But reality is, I don't know. I hope good comes out of this. For real, it's a little scary to see how how many people are just emotionally controlled on a day in and day out of
Oh
basis
my God,
off
yes.
of this. I'm talking like true emotional control, fear, caution, and like you said, that weird norms that people are growing that this is like creating. It's a little scary because people. I feel like people lose their sense of common sense, and I
Common
don't want
sense.
to
All
go.
because of fear.
Yeah,
Because I feel like people need to chill out on media, yo. Like
yeah.
me,
A little break.
I haven't watched the news in probably like 3-4 days.
Just a
I'll
little
catch
break.
up on it.
I haven't watched the news in like months, but social media got me updated.
No,
Yep.
even that. I try to stay away from that shit too.
Take
Yo,
I mean, I still watch my podcasts and I
the
still
gas
listen to
company's
my.
gonna make mad bread after this, yo, because all of our gas gonna be high as hell. Unless people are sitting in their house with candles.
You saw the price of gas?
Not gas,
It's
electric.
just like it's 1995 again. Like
No, I'm talking about electric.
gas is $1. Oh, okay.
No, not that. I'm talking about electric, like people's electricity. It's gonna be at an all-time high unless people got candles and stuff.
Oh hell yeah, yo! My electric bill was crazy high, yo.
Yo, I'm about to be in the dark, you guys.
What?
My electric bill was crazy. But you gotta remember, I just started working from home maybe a month and a half ago. Working from home like a little longer. I mean, now that I'm working from home literally every day, I'm pretty sure the next bill is gonna be nuts. But yeah, when you're at home all the time and your lights are on and you using shit, you know what I mean? Like the next electric bill is gonna be crazy.
For everybody.
That shit's gonna be wild, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They're gonna have to give us like a forgiveness or something.
No, some people are doing that. I know in New York they can't evict you if you can't pay your bills. They can't evict you and they can't turn off your power.
PA need to do something like that.
It's a lot of states like that. You can actually Google if your state or city falls in, but obviously this information is changing every day.
Yeah, so
So, I mean, outside of coronavirus, what are you guys into this week?
I said it already. Coding, trying to figure out how to build a website, making money from home, cleaning and organizing, fixing my space so I don't lose my mind. Because if my space is not a certain way, I lose my mind. So, like, for example, I got to recolor coordinate this closet because I'm OCD as hell. I got to redo my shoes, all that stuff. So, cleaning definitely.
it already looks like it's color coordinated.
It was, but it's kind of messed up.
That shit look like a rainbow, yo.
This is
It's
only
like
my
one color to the next. Like it should look like
no. This is my bright colors. My next closet is all my dark colors, like all my dark colors, color coordinated, pattern coordinated. Yep.
Wow.
That's how my wigs are too. All my red wigs, blue wigs, black wigs. Everything is all together.
Okay.
How about you guys? What have y'all been up to?
I was into Netflix cooking.
What was your favorite Netflix show?
Can't hear you.
Ozark.
Me?
No, I can't hear. So
Ozark.
Ozark is your favorite? How about you?
so far, I need to get on Ozark, yo, because that second season was the shit. So I need to get on
Yo,
season 3.
that 5 minutes after Luke texted me that the last episode was done, I didn't even know I was watching the last episode. It ended so well. Oh my gosh. I'm done. It's great.
Yeah.
Ozark is like, yeah, it's one of the best ones on TV right now.
Wait, no, Money Heist is coming April 4th.
I still didn't finish that shit. I couldn't finish it.
Really? I love it, yo. Money Heist.
A lot of people love it. A lot of people. But I'm just like, yo, I tried. I just couldn't finish it. The same thing with Power. Everybody and their moms are telling me to watch Power. I'm just like, I tried, yo. I try to watch Power so many times. It's just like, yo, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
But myself, as I said, I just got a promotion 2 weeks ago on some shit. So that's been kind of like taken over because that promotion is forcing me to learn a lot of new shit.
You got more responsibilities?
Yeah, I'm pretty much leading my own thing. I mean, I've done this before. When I first graduated college, I had to lead a team before. I don't know if y'all remember when I was living in Florida for like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't done it since. Since then, I've been just kind of like just coding and, learning. But this time it's like coding and learning at the same time. I got to be a project manager kind of deal.
You gotta learn how to follow up with people and deal with people bullshit, huh?
I mean, I've always been doing that. That's part of my job. Follow up and dealing with people is part of my job. I'm talking about more so like leading.
Like coming up with
leading,
ideas.
like building the system, planning the system out by myself. Not by myself. I have people helping me. Planning the system out, building it, and owning it, like all the way through. So this is the first time I'm actually in the enterprise world. Of course, I've done it on the side. I got a bunch of projects I've done on the side for myself. But this is the first time I'm doing an enterprise in the enterprise world. Just strictly, they told me we need this thing, and right now we only have you. Later, we need to start hiring other people, which I'm gonna have to start leading that up.
Do you feel like it's a little bit more pressure on you because you gotta be successful for somebody else?
I guess. I feel like I gotta be successful for myself.
Okay.
I don't take it as being successful for somebody else.
Okay. I like that.
It's successful for myself because this is a new learning. I'm literally learning a new system, a new technology.
Okay.
I should call it. It's that whole big data situation.
Right.
Like I've never really I've dabbled in it, but now I'm like full-fledged in it.
Like you have to apply it daily.
Yeah, I have to program against it.
Okay.
I have to program with it. So it's just like that's a whole new thing I'm learning. That shit is like it's a whole like it's intense. But
so is it like hypothetically, is it like creating a safeguard for everything that you do?
What do you mean? No, not like that. No, it's more so building a new application using new technology that I've never used before.
Oh, so you're not working against it. You really are working with it.
Working with it. Sorry, I'm building an application that uses big data.
Gotcha.
As opposed to working with application that just uses regular data. It's different.
No, I was just asking. I'm just, I like my mind to just swell sometimes. Pause.
Yeah, but I've been doing that, and you know me, I'm always on music, so I've been keeping up with new music.
Yo,
Jay Electronica, that shit was trash. No, it was whack. That album was not good, yo. Okay, it wasn't trash. The album was boring. That shit put me to sleep.
Okay, it was more. Jay-Z went crazy.
Jay-Z went crazy. I didn't know Jay-Z was that much of a 5%er.
He always he used to be more back in the 90s than like up into this.
Yeah, album. I did not know he was on that heavy. But of course Jay-Z, but it was still a boring ass album. Like True. That shit was boring as hell, yo.
The production.
The production was alright. It was mainly the songs.
I
Like the
think
songs themselves were just boring. Like the only song I'm not gonna lie that I like that I felt, not the only, I felt a couple of them, but the one that I felt was that first one when it was like when Farrakhan was on, when it was like to all you whatever what do we call it, Negroes.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit came in strong. I was like, yo, I fucks with this shit.
I think it was the production and Jay Electronica flow.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's really the song itself. When you look at the individual pieces, it's good.
Yeah, it's like reading a book.
The individual pieces are really good. It just didn't come together well. It came together in such a boring way.
Facts.
But when you're looking at the lyrics, it's like, yo, both of them are like lyrical. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the production is like classic production. It's not one of the new, like I would say that production reminds me of like the early, like I would say the mid 2000s. That production reminds me of like old Kanye with the sampling and all. Like the 2000s, I would say like 2003 to 2007, that time. Like when they were doing, when hip hop was still kind of like taking in classical influences, like classical hip hop influence. So there was a little bit of that in there. So I like that sound. I love that sound. It was just together. The songs themselves were whack. Like the choruses was trash to me. Like it was just boring music. Boring music. That's all. So that's that. Jay Electronica, he tried. And it was just one of those things like, because you know he's been in the talks for like 10 years to finally come up with an album, and this is what he came out with. It was just kind of like that.
Yeah, I heard. I ain't gonna lie, I was not waiting for him, but he had Jay-Z on there, and he didn't do bad. But Jay-Z went crazy.
I wasn't one of those people waiting for him either because I heard that Exhibit C shit years ago, but I wasn't like everybody else.
I heard Exhibit C, A, and all that shit.
Yeah, I just wasn't hyped like everybody else. The last person I feel like I was hype about, the first time I heard of them and waiting for them to come out with an album, was Kendrick. That was the only person I remember when I first heard him. I was like, yo, I can't wait for him to come out with an album. Other than that, Jay Electronica, I was like, I mean, he's cool, but I know people were making jokes about him talking about some like he got them Akbar bars or whatever.
Yeah.
Akbar bars. But anyway, I was listening to The Weeknd as well. His new album is cool.
Is it?
It's cool. It's nothing. It's pop, and he has like a lot of '80s influence in it, like '80s pop influence.
Oh, shit.
So you got to get on that. Yeah, it's kind of like it's different. It's pop.
The
Weeknd is getting more pop and pop as we go.
Someone want to do some coke?
I mean, you know that's where he came from. He came from that. From that vibe. You know, Weeknd.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Weeknd. You never listen. His other music was always talking about drugs. Yo, this dude was a drug addict.
I didn't know it was coke though. You know, that's a joke. Right?
Coke, ecstasy, yeah, all that shit. He was on that shit heavy. But anyway, his album was alright. I know I listened to one more album. I can't remember it.
Y'all love talking about music. Have y'all listened to
That's it.
any
Oh, Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino got a new album out, and it's actually pretty good. You should listen to it.
I feel like that's like the most exciting thing that you like talking about.
What?
Wait, what is the name of his album?
It's called 3/15/20. It's just a date.
If it's some shit going on, you gotta let us know, Lou. We not into like drama and shit like that. That's why you want.
No, it's not even about drama. Like I'm into.
You know, that's all I do. All I do is listen.
Right? Is this No, you good.
The
Yo, you know what y'all gotta check?
Don't got no fucking reason.
The whatchamacallit, this movie on Netflix called the Occupant.
So you should be a movie fucking extraordinaire. We talking about
even just movies. I think specifically Netflix, yo.
Who, me?
Lou's a Netflix expert, yo.
I be on everything though. It's not just Netflix. I'm a social media everything. But no, there's a show. I mean, not show.
She in the entertainment. Like you should work for the E channel type shit.
You funny. I should work on some type of marketing joint where I
There
have
you
to
go.
think how to market stuff.
Yeah.
What was I about to say? No, there's this show. I don't know if it's a movie. It's not a show. It's called Occupant. It's like number 4. It's number 4. It's
Top.
about this dude that's obsessed with like, so he used to live somewhere, he got broke, and then he's obsessed with the new people that moved into where he had to move out of. He can't find a job. He has a shitty attitude, and then he basically like, y'all gotta watch it.
Is
The
it like
ending of
is it like you? He's obsessed with someone or a group of people. He said.
he's obsessed with the family. He
That's
breaks the
crazy.
family apart. He basically like, let's say, I like how you living, Joe, right? You got everything I want. Everything. You living where I used to live. I had to give up my home. I can't find a job. I can't find nothing. So I basically, he has the keys to the apartment that they live at because he used to live there. And I don't know what landlord doesn't
They ain't changed the key.
change the damn key. So someone recognized him, long story short, and he basically did every, like, he went to the house when nobody was there, figured out literally everything that they do, their schedules and everything, and try to familiarize himself with one of the family members as a stranger, but in real life he was like basically trying to find out everything about that person to get rid of him. What are you doing, Zoe?
Some science project.
I'm dead. No, so look, he gets obsessed with them. He finds out what the person is allergic to and everything. Like, he's a mass manipulator. Like, he's everything about that movie reminded me of The Art of Seduction. Cause you literally, all you have to do to really get someone to do what you want is focus on them, what they like, what they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
It like watching shows or movies like that basically put my mind somewhere else, and it kind of inspired. Like, I'm not gonna do what he did, but it kind of inspired me a little bit just from watching it. Like, dang, like this dude really just used the art of seduction to really get comfortable with someone, and boom. But that show, I keep saying show, that movie is crazy. The way that you think is gonna end, it don't end that way. Like, it ends completely opposite for what is not predictable. Like, at the end, like the way that you would think, oh yeah, it don't really happen like that. I'm not gonna
Okay.
spoil it for people that want to watch it, so I don't want to say
Yeah, I'll
too much.
check it out this weekend for sure.
But it's literally like an hour and like, I don't know, 15 minutes. It's something that you could watch while you're cooking.
Oh,
Or
okay.
something you could watch while you're doing your work in between breaks or whatever. That's why I be so in tune with Netflix, because when I start watching a show, if it's a really good show, like, I run it through.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I did with.
Like, I don't wait weeks to watch another episode or a
Nah,
couple,
nah. That's
unless
what I
it's a
did with
show
Tiger
like,
King. I just watched it
yeah.
straight.
Yo, did you still didn't watch the John Dirty John?
I still haven't watched it. No, I'll probably watch that next. To be honest with you, because Netflix been killing the documentary game.
Bruh.
I didn't watch that
They be,
pandemic
yo,
one.
Netflix documentaries are like, I don't think anyone's like
They on
seeing.
some shit.
Ain't nobody else seeing them on that shit.
Do you remember about the dude that had that thing with Ja Rule? That one was the
Fire
most
Festival.
irritating one.
That shit was good though.
It was good, but it was so irritating.
It's
It
still
just
on
made
Netflix?
my skin crawl. Huh?
It's still on Netflix?
I don't remember where I saw it.
It was on. There was two. There was one on Hulu and there was one on Netflix. They both were different.
I probably watched the one on Netflix. So I don't have Hulu.
Yeah, me either. No, I watched the Netflix one, but it irritated me because he's a malicious scammer. Like,
That dude was like, but you gotta understand though, he was also a hustler. That was his thing. He
he
was just
didn't
one of
even,
those dudes. He hustled by any means necessary.
but he didn't even do time. Like, he did like maybe a year, a couple of months,
No,
and they
he's
let
doing
him
time
go.
now.
Huh?
I think he's doing time now.
No, he's
No,
not.
he did. I think he did time. he got out and he did some other shit, and then that put him back in jail.
Not for long.
I think he's. I don't know. We gotta look back into
Jail
it.
no more. You could do your. He not in jail no more. He living. He's doing scams through other people that benefits him. Let me tell you the funniest scam
He's
that
a
happened.
hustler though. I fucks with the energy. It's just the approach. He just going about it wrong. But his energy.
So this dude, there's this scam. I'll tell y'all later. It's too much. But yes, people they really think they're stating. I caught on to their stuff so hard. Like,
Was scamming.
yep. People could scam you from your number and everything. Like,
Yep.
Facts.